Welcome to My Opinion here on My Opinion TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. And this morning we want to talk about two stories. One involving a child, a 6-year-old child, yes, killed in Westmoreland, and the other, a shooting incident where police killed one alleged robber and another escaped. That's in Red Hill Square. But first up, let's talk about the child. The Westmoreland police are searching for a 15-year-old boy who is alleged to have shot and killed a 6-year-old student on Darling Street, Savannah, on Monday afternoon rather. The police say that about 3:30, the boys were inside a yard when the teen used a firearm to shoot the infant in his upper body. Frightened relatives in the yard rushed the wounded child to Savannah Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The 15-year-old boy fled the scene. This is a very disturbing story because I am not hearing that they were playing with a firearm. That would have been bad to even hear that they were playing with a firearm, and it went off and killed the 6-year-old rather. What I'm hearing is that the boy took the firearm and shoot the infant in his upper body. So that doesn't suggest that they were playing with the firearm, even though at some point you might hear that story that they were playing with a firearm. But first up, what is a 15-year-old doing with a firearm? Even though when I ask that question, it seems as if I'm living in denial, because Jamaica is so riddled with firearms now. The younger generation are the more violent ones, and down there in the West has been so contaminated with lottery scamming and gang violence that they're starting to breed the younger generation. The younger youths are getting involved. Who's doing all of these killings? No 40-year-old, no 30-year-old, most times no 30-year-old, 40-year-old, and 50-year-old. It's all about 16, 17, 18, 20s. Persons who are in the prime of their lives. Instead of trying to live peacefully and trying to live a life that's upstanding in their communities, they instead turn to a life of crime. However, this 15-year-old left the scene and is being sought by the police. I guess the police should have a fair indication of who this 15-year-old is. And the problem is, not 15-year-old, he will be tried as a child. That's the problem. Even though we don't know the background of this 15-year-old child, but at the end of the day, we hope that when he is caught, he can provide the police with sufficient information as to where he gets the gun from or who gun it is. But at this time, a parent is mourning the loss of a 6-year-old child. Jadine is the 6-year-old child that was killed. And we hope this family will find peace and solace. We hope they will get some form of counseling to deal with this tragic loss. We hope they will find strength to go on. And I send my sincere condolences to the family of the 6-year-old child, and hope that the 15-year-old will turn himself in and give the police all the requisite information so that they can find out what transpired, where these firearms are coming from, so that Jamaica can rid our beloved country of all these firearms and all these criminals around. Well, let me know what you think in the comment section. So the other story we want to look at is a man was killed by the police while another is on the run following an attempted robbery at a gas station in Red Hill Square in St. Andrew. A detective at the scene confirmed that the man were in the process of robbing the gas station when they were surprised by the police, following which a gunfight allegedly ensued, which the two men were shot and injured. One died on the spot while the other escaped. The deceased man has been identified as 23-year-old Shaquille Simpson, otherwise called Pee Wee, of Red Hills Road. Now, Persons in the communities have said that this gas station has been a target for a while now. And it was only last week, Saturday, the gas station was robbed $1 million, based on what some persons are saying. And some are saying these set of men have been committing multiple robberies in the area. Last month, they get $2 million from the same gas station. So some residents are saying they're glad the police got a hold of them, and they hope that the other one that escaped will be caught as soon as possible. Some residents now are opening their eyes to see that this monster called crime is an exemption to nobody. It turns up at your door and you are affected. And sometimes when it turns up at your door, lives are lost. So, good job from the Jamaica Constabulary Force. We hope the other one, wherever he's going, will be held and bring to police. But another disturbing part we are hearing recently is that we have doctors in Jamaica who are working with these hoodlums. When they get shot, instead of going to the public hospital, they show up at some private practice and they're assisted by doctors there. Well, we hope any doctor that is caught in doing this will be severely punished and their license revoked. Because crime is not only the police business, it's everybody's business. And we all have to unite and fight this monster that is destroying our beloved island. But Red Hills Road has been a sour area for a long time now. Long time. And all persons in that community consistently cry out of what is taking place there. However, I guess one less person to deal with, Shaquille Simpson, and we hope the other one that run away will be caught and returned to the police, and he will have his day in court for the police to vet him, get all the sufficient information they can get from him. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, so as soon as a video is released, you'll be the first to be notified. Until next time, be safe. I can't stress this any more. Look out for the children. Look out for a neighbor. Look out for a loved one. And most of all, keep it locked on My Opinion TV.